my Gill, State of Corruption. I'm going to be trying to do every now and then a live video rather than just a post, just to let you know I'm still alive. FBI case number, please. You're going to see a large quantity of our mailings and our receipts back from the FBI and Attorney General Sessions. So where there's no question they are getting our evidence. The best way to measure progress is not how far you have to go, but how far you've come. And I am telling you, we've come farther than you think. State of Corruption, the platform that I've created, is national now. Hundreds of thousands of people, millions have viewed our videos and our posts. You know how far we've come? The corrupt are afraid. Judges have dropped cases thinking we're going to bring our cameras there, to the point where the FBI won't give us a case number in fear. So don't think we haven't made advancements. This platform is a national platform. How many of you issues is that there's no place to go? I became that place to go, so I know. So now we post your information. We tell the community across this country what's happening and what's going on, and we act as a single voice to demand justice. Say, for instance, with the FBI. Now that's what I'm going to ask you to do. So let's ask the question, why haven't they given us a case number? Now I want you to think about this. If they gave us a case number and investigated the evidence that I gave them, I could be proven wrong. The FBI would be off the hook. Drug cartels, pharmaceutical companies, insurers, law firms would have been proven innocent. So why haven't they given us a case number? It can only mean one thing. It means we're right. And I know we're right, which is why I gave them evidence that is indisputable. I gave them evidence of the corrupt law firms. The same ones that offered me $50 million. You've seen the settlement offer. I'll post it again. If they put a case number on it, it means they would have had to investigate. If they investigate, they get them all. That's right. They get those law firms who are protecting the corrupt. They're protecting the insurers. Insurers are not cheating us across this country. I give you Liberty Mutual, cold as a fish. I give you the pharmaceutical companies who are protected by these individuals, are lobbyists for these corrupt law firms, such as Bill Shaheen. I give you them. I mean, the leading cause of death for people over the age of 55 is addiction. If these pharmaceutical companies discovered a cure for cancer, it would be news across this country. I couldn't think of anything better for the world than that cure. How many of us have lost somebody from cancer? Well, just what? We didn't get that. Makes you wonder. What we did get was a new leading cause of death, created by the same pharmaceutical companies who were protected by these individuals. You see? Why isn't that major news? So what my evidence proves is that these law firms have infiltrated your politicians, your courts, your law enforcement, including the FBI, and what they sell is protection. Pharmaceuticals, insurers, how about drug cartels who went and bought treatment centers and hospitals? Right, hiding in plain sight. That's what the evidence proves. I also gave them evidence regarding the IRS. The IRS is an extortion arm for this corruption and for the protection. If you want to protect someone, the best that you do is extort. And that's what the IRS. And to prove it, they gave me a fake accountant. I never seen him or talked to him before. Name was Curtis Morley. The criminal agent I was working with, giving the evidence to the IRS, it's called TIGTA. It's the criminal division of the IRS who investigates themselves. They weren't investigating themselves, they were protecting the corruption in the IRS. His name was Tom Morley. The accountant's name turned out to be Curtis Morley. They're related, you get it? When I brought this to the attention of Tom Morley, he turned around and said he couldn't speak to me anymore. Thought he hung up the phone, called Tim Campus, the head of TIGTA, the criminal division of the IRS. And guess what? I taped it. And you hear them say they have a mole. You can hear it. I'll replay it.
I don't care. My concerns about long term. They're the long term and has. So that's something I did not give them. In one capacity, told me about something like a memo email. Good times, Tim. This is going to be your case. I got to call him, Chris, and I'm going to tell him, like, we have a plan. We've had an undercover interview.
But it was absolute proof of the mail fraud. The absolute proof of the criminal division of the IRS committing fraud, protecting Shaheen and this corruption. Right? That's why the FBI doesn't investigate. Because you would get them cold. You know what this means? Anyone who's involved with the IRS could file charges and say, listen, this is a precedence, a criminal precedence that turns around and says, before you call me a criminal, you can't be a criminal yourself. And if this proves, which it does, which is how this is so big, and it affects people throughout this country, there's a criminal precedence. So it's this simple. The people we pay to protect us are the corrupt. I need you to call the FBI. I'll put numbers for you to call. I want you to call AG Sessions' office in Washington. The same people we're sending our evidence to. And I want you to ask them, we want a case number. Now, if we can do this, let's see what we've accomplished. Not only have we created a platform for justice, and you ask, how do we fight corruption? Well, I'm telling you, from this platform, we call, we act as one, and demand justice, and demand an investigation. I just showed you how we do this. And we keep this platform, and it's available to each and every one of you. We're speaking a single voice that we're all watching. And they know we're watching. And if you want to know if they're afraid we're going to do this, the FBI hasn't mailed back the information now, have they? Where they did in the past. So if they're just sitting there with the evidence, it means they're afraid to do anything, which means we've achieved our goal. They are now in fear. Fear that you're going to act. Make those phone calls. And I am telling you, we will find justice. And President Trump, you speak of the the swamp. This is the swamp. No more promises. We want action. And this evidence will give us this. And will tell the country that you meant what you said. Thank you, Mike Gill.